Ever wondered if the Bible holds secrets to modern day survival? What if I told you that ancient wisdom could be the key to keeping your family safe and fed during any crisis? Today, we're diving deep into the story of Joseph in Egypt, not just as a tale of faith, but as a masterclass in emergency preparedness. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have a complete step-by-step biblical blueprint for building your own emergency food supply. Welcome back. The story of Joseph is one of the most powerful examples of foresight and planning in history. Genesis chapter 41 tells us how Joseph interpreted Pharaoh's dream of 7 fat cows, foreseeing 7 years of abundance followed by 7 years of severe famine. But he didn't just predict the crisis. He created a solution. He advised Pharaoh to appoint a wise man to collect 1/5 of the harvest during the plentiful years and store it. This stockpile saved not only Egypt, but the entire known world from starvation. So, what can we learn from this? The first lesson is simple. Prepare during times of peace and plenty. Don't wait for the storm clouds to gather. Right now, when grocery stores are full and supply chains are stable, is the perfect time to start. The Bible teaches us to be prudent. Proverbs 6 says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise." It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. We should adopt this ant mentality. Let's get practical. How do we apply Joseph's 1/5 rule today? It doesn't mean you need to hoard 20% of your income in food. A more modern approach is to start small. Every time you go grocery shopping, buy a few extra non-perishable items. Think canned goods like beans, vegetables, and tuna. Grab an extra bag of rice, pasta, or oats. These are the foundational blocks of your food storage. Just like the grain Joseph stored in the storehouses of Egypt, focus on foods your family already eats. This way, nothing goes to waste, and you can rotate your stock, using the oldest items first and replacing them with new ones. The second key lesson from Joseph's plan is organization. He didn't just pile grain in a corner. He established storehouses in every city. Your pantry is your modern-day storehouse. Keep it clean, cool, and dark to maximize the shelf life of your food. Use clear containers so you can see what you have, and label everything with the purchase or expiration date. A well-organized pantry is an efficient one. When a crisis hits, you don't want to be scrambling through chaos. You want to know exactly what you have and where to find it. Now, let's talk about the most critical element of survival, water. You can live for weeks without food, but only a few days without water. Joseph's plan was centered on grain, but they had the Nile River. We need our own reliable water source. The standard recommendation is 1 gallon of water person per day. Storing that much water can be bulky, so it's smart to have a multi-layered approach. Store some bottled water for immediate needs, but also invest in a high-quality water filter. A device like the Life Straw, for example, can filter thousands of liters of water, making lakes, rivers, or even rainwater safe to drink. This is a game changer for long-term emergencies. I've put a link to the one I trust in the description below if you want to check it out. Beyond just food and water, think about other essentials. How will you cook your food if the power is out? A simple camp stove or even a barbecue grill can be a lifesaver. Don't forget a manual can opener, matches in a waterproof container, and basic cooking utensils. These are the tools that turn your stored food into nourishing meals. Finally, Joseph's story is a reminder that preparedness is an act of faith and responsibility. It's about being a good steward of the resources we've been given. It's not about fear or hoarding out of selfishness. In fact, when the famine hit, Joseph's storehouses fed everyone, including his own family who had once wronged him. Your preparedness can be a blessing not just to your household, but to your neighbors and community in a time of need. By taking these simple, biblically inspired steps, you're not just storing food. You're building resilience, peace of mind, and a foundation of security for whatever lies ahead. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this gives you a clear and encouraging path to start your own preparedness journey. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Stay safe and God bless.